Have you ever had to start your life over? A new city, a new job, a new routine, sometimes a completely new version of yourself. Everything around you looks like a fresh beginning, but inside, it doesn't always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels strange, unfamiliar, quietly uncomfortable. You walk through streets that don't yet feel like yours. You meet people who don't know your story. You wake up in a room that still feels temporary, and a quiet question appears in your mind. Did I make the right decision? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you may understand why starting over feels so emotionally confusing, and why this strange feeling might actually mean you are growing. We are taught that starting over should feel inspiring. Movies show dramatic transformations. Motivational speakers talk about reinvention. Social media celebrates bold decisions. Quit your job, move somewhere new, become the person you were meant to be. And sometimes this is true. But what people rarely talk about is the emotional cost of change. Because every new beginning also contains a quiet loss. You lose familiarity. You lose certainty. You lose the invisible comfort of knowing how your life works. Even if your old life wasn't perfect, it was predictable. And the human brain loves predictability. Psychologists explain that our mind is designed to search for safety. Routine feels safe. Familiar faces feel safe. Known places feel safe. When you suddenly change your environment, your brain enters a subtle survival mode. Nothing is truly dangerous, but everything is unfamiliar. New sounds, new expectations, new social dynamics. Even simple tasks require more energy. You may feel more tired, more sensitive, more self-aware. You may overthink small decisions. You may question yourself more than usual. This is not weakness. This is adaptation. Your mind is rebuilding its internal map of reality. Before we go further, I want to ask you something. Have you ever started over in life? A new relationship, a new career, a new city, a new mindset? If you have, write "starting over" in the comments. Someone reading your words might realize they are not alone. And if you enjoy honest psychology videos about real emotional experiences, consider subscribing. This channel is a space for reflection, growth, and understanding the feelings most people try to hide. One of the strangest parts of starting over is not the external change. It is the internal shift. For a while, you may not fully recognize yourself. In your previous life, you had a clear role. People knew who you were. You knew who you were. But in a new chapter, your identity becomes flexible, uncertain, almost invisible. You may ask yourself, am I confident or just pretending to be? Am I happy or just trying to stay hopeful? Am I growing or just feeling lost? Psychologists call this the identity gap, the space between who you used to be and who you are becoming. And that space can feel deeply uncomfortable. But it is also where transformation begins. Starting over often brings a quiet form of loneliness. Not dramatic loneliness, not the kind people easily notice, but a subtle feeling of disconnection. You may be surrounded by people and still feel alone, because meaningful connection takes time. Shared history takes time. Trust takes time. During this period, your emotions can feel confusing. Some days you feel proud, some days you feel regret, some days you feel both at the same time. This emotional contradiction is completely normal. Growth rarely feels clear while it is happening. Here is something surprising. Starting over can reveal parts of you that routine never allowed you to see. When you leave the familiar, you meet your real reactions, your real fears, your real strengths, your real desires. You begin to notice what truly matters, because when everything outside changes, your inner voice becomes louder. Sometimes uncomfortable, sometimes wise, and sometimes life-changing. You start to understand what kind of people you need around you, what kind of work gives you meaning, what kind of life feels authentic, and slowly, a new sense of direction appears. Not dramatic, not sudden, but real. like learning to walk in a new emotional landscape. If you are currently starting over, be patient with yourself. Feeling strange does not mean you made the wrong decision. It means you are in transition. It means your brain is learning. Your identity is evolving. Your future is still being written. One day, this unfamiliar life may become the place where you finally feel at home.